show you a little of what I've been doing this morning. This verbena that I potted up is looking awesome. It's already grew about 2 or 3 feet. I guess I got most of the root. And I'm trying to root some of my honeysuckle, my coral honeysuckle. I think I might have one little sprout on one of the sticks. That pot on the right was done a week or so ago, and I just did that one on the left today. But I'm sure hoping I can get a couple of roots off of it. And then I cut some and put them in water. I know I'm supposed to have a glass jar, but I've got to find a glass jar. And I'm trying to do some in water. I've never tried to root coral honeysuckle either way. And I've got 2 of the little Tabascos that I didn't kill left right here. You see my garden gnome there. That was one I had hanging on a pole. And you put corn up in it and the squirrels stand up in it and look like they've got a gnome head. That was pretty interesting. And then I'd stopped and brought me a tray of plants, and I got me some soil to go in them. And I've got me some more verbena seed ordered. I had a pack in there that was about 4 years old, and I didn't get any of them to germinate. So when they come tomorrow, I think I'm going to plant those. But these are looking real good. This is my swamp milkweed, Asclepias incarnata. I've tried it before and I just can't get it to thrive in the yard, in my garden. So we're going to try it again. It's supposed to. I live in a swamp nearly, so it should do good. Still no monarch caterpillars on my milkweed. That's very surprising to me. You'll see the wasp on it. And I saw a big lizard in here yesterday, and I wonder if those lizards eat those butterfly eggs. I don't know. The verbena's still looking good. My tomatoes have grew to that point right there, and I got out here this morning and I'm sure I've got the blight in these plants. I'm not going to spray for it. I'm just going to let nature take its course. But those tomatoes seem to have just quit growing. They got to that size and that's it. So we'll see. I did pull a couple of worms off here. I see some leaves and I'm sure there's a lot more worms on there. I may have to put some BT on them. The squashes took over the whole bed. And Chad, I'm like you, I'm not getting any bell peppers. I've picked a few jalapenos, and there's another one coming along. And I saw 2 or 3 little bells on there. But they're so tiny, they're just not growing. The tithonia is looking good. These plants are looking awesome. And look at this little patch of tithonia. Coming along nicely. That one there's close to 7 feet tall, and this one back here is close to 8 feet tall. It looks really good. And I've got a swamp sunflower that has started to bloom. I can't believe it's blooming this early. But you can see how tiny the flower is. It looks more like a coreopsis nearly. And look at all the buds on it. But they're so tiny, you've got to have a lot of them. Now why that one came up so big and fast, I don't know. Look at all these here, a lot smaller and further behind. And here's another one. They're mixed all in here. They can take over for all I care. I would like that. and no milkweed or no butterflies have been on this aquatic milkweed. But I had put the giant swallowtail caterpillar in my little tiny insectarium. But it didn't look like he was doing much out here on the little orange tree. I'll show you him in a minute. And then I planted, some people call a weed in some areas, I guess it is, but it's a lantana. And I've put it out here. I know the butterflies like to land on it and eat off of it. I just planted that. We'll see how it does. And now let's see if I can get a shot of the caterpillar. I think he's just about to the size he's going to morph into a chrysalis. I'm going to try to get an overhead shot. And I have been clipping clips off of my orange tree feeding him. You can't see him very good there. Let's see if we can do it from the side. Can you see him in there? He has gotten huge. That's a giant swallowtail. All the little brown ring drops on the bottom are his poop. I believe he's getting ready to go into his next phase of life. I'll keep you updated on him though. Anyway, that's what I've been up to this morning. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. And if you can, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment. Thank you, and you have a great day. I wanted to add, my wife bought me this hummingbird feeder. It's very beautiful. And I had it filled up earlier and I've let it run out, but I just washed it the best I could, and it's a glass feeder. And I've just filled it back up. Most of the blooms are gone off my honeysuckle. And here's another old one. I must have had this thing 6 or 8 years and it may fall apart, but I cleaned it and filled it up. So now then, I'll catch you later.